Hi. First, I want to say thank you if you are willing to help teach this course for the next 2 weeks. The reason I'm recording this video is to explain the setup and the schedule of this course. So you will not be confused when students ask questions related to test or homework in the class. This class has online this class has online homework. You can find it when you click on content and overview and then webwork homework link. Um, I have it already open. The homework is in this class, all the homework is being assigned on webwork. Uh, webwork is a online homework system which is created by MAA. MAA stands for Mathematical Association of America. The homework questions are individualized, so if you click on a question, the one that I'm being assigned will have different number. Like this question is first question for 3.1, 3 minus 7x squared, and then another student might have 4 minus 8x squared. So they have similar homework question but not identical, which means that we can have a little bit more freedom when we explain solution to a question. So if you student have a homework question, you can use a different account. This is my account. I also created a common account for you to use. If you want to show example, you can say, "Hey student, do you have any question for the homework today?" Then you can log in as student and then student for both username and password, and then you can see what they are saying. The section, these are chapter 1 homework, which is already closed because they're already due. We did chapter 1 and chapter 2. I had test one, which covered all the chapter 1 questions. I had test 2, which covered all the chapter 2 questions. You can find those schedule on Georgia View as well. The week 1, week 2, and think the test 1 was on week 4. You can actually go back and see, we actually did a few sections on chapter 2 before we had the first test. Test 1, test 1 is on February 8th. Um, and then we went on, since we already covered a few sections before having the first test, I was waiting for everybody to finish all chapter 1 homework to have them take test 1. And in the meantime, we did a review, and then during the review, we also did a couple of new sessions because I don't want to spend multiple time waiting on a student to finish the chapter 1 homework. So I'm giving a few more days for them to finish the homework before I'm giving the test. And then after we finished test 2 questions, we had um, when we finished chapter 2, we had a test 2. The test was given after all this. This is the last section. So after chapter 2, including chapter 2.1, 2.3, 2.7. And then I think it's in week 8. That's when we had a test 2. Those are the test 2 practice questions. The test 2 is on February 29th. And then now we are start learning chapter 3. After chapter 3, I think we're still a little bit behind. So week 11, which is next week, they were supposed to do further on, they were supposed to do section 3.4 on Monday. That was the 18th. Yeah, week 11. Next week is week 11. They were supposed to Monday is 3.4 and then 3.5, and then we move on 4.1 and 4.2. That was a plan. And you can see the schedule also under overview, content overview, and you can look at the schedule. So we did the test 1 on the February 8th, test 2 on the 29th. Test 3 is scheduled for this month on the 28th. Um, so so that's pretty much the plan. As you can see, a student can easily trace back what's going on and review class material, even if they miss a class or two. Um, And then the homework is something that you can explain. The new homework, these are the one already assigned last week. And we were supposed to start with 3.4, which should be open tonight. And then tomorrow, the 3.4 will be something that we can talk about it in class. In the next 2 weeks, I have already assigned 3.4, 3.5, and 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. This is pretty much material that we're about to learn. When the time comes, the the homework will be open and we can explain one or two of the homework. I normally assign 10 questions per section as homework. You can choose one or two of these questions to show to students as examples, and I let students to finish the rest of the question. Or sometimes I ask students if they have started, they had any particular question of any past section or new section. So I always let students choose which question they prefer to be explained instead of I choose the one as example. Um, so these are homeworks and class material. So you can see at first I organized all the material by week. I really have not assigned anything for weeks 13, 14, and 15. So uh, so the week by week schedule is kind of as we go, it, except we do have a tentative schedule that was already posted. But after that, the following that we have calculus textbook. It's an online textbook. These are the sections. I have already have PowerPoint for chapter 1, chapter 2, all sections of chapter 3. So if you are helping me to teach it, you can use this as we're about to cover section 3.4. These are the PowerPoint file. It looks better when it's downloaded and displayed on the computer. Um, so 2.4 and 2.5 is what we're about to cover. And then next week or later this week, we are going to go over 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. Hopefully by the time you finish 4.3, I should be back. I'm hoping that only be away from the classroom for 2 weeks. I'll be back April 1st. So week of 13, I should be back on campus. Um, if there's anything else I should talk about, the recording. So I posted a recording link every week. So for example, these are all the links I already posted. Because you can see each week there are class recording. So I kind of recorded every class session. If you don't mind, if you're okay with it, all these class recording are done through the Teams app. So you can see I have to have the Teams app already open and log in. So in the classroom, I have to arrive there like 5 minutes earlier and set up the Georgia View, open up Georgia View, sign in Teams app, um, and also click on this link and click on Open Microsoft Teams Work or School. There's a shortcut, the quick link on every classroom computer. Right to the little to the left, you click on that to log into Teams. You click on this, it opens. Oh, this is already open. It opens something like this. You want to make sure that the Teams meeting is recorded. Right now there's only actually one person, which is the instructor. The student is in the classroom and they won't be in the recording, so there's no worry about privacy of the student. I didn't even show my face in the recording. I choose more and click on record, and I'll click on start recording, but right now it's already started. I'll click on you click on this one. Right now I am sharing, but you're gonna click on that, click on share, and that way you will be able to share. You'll be able to So I think I am sharing. You'll be able to share the entire computer screen in the classroom. It will be the classroom computer screen. And then I would normally open up a PowerPoint on this computer. As I was opening the PowerPoint, the for example, well, not that one. Um, I think it's a new textbook. For example, this week I'm supposed to talk about 3.4. And then I'll open up this and then click on the slideshow and I'll just start explaining every section, and then a student will follow the example, and then in the meantime, if there's anybody have question, I'll pause and explain their question, answer their questions. And after we go through the example in the PowerPoint, we then go on to web work to try and let them try a few questions from the web work homework. Right now, 3.4 is open tonight. So tomorrow when I'm talking about 3.4 in class, this should be already open. So that's pretty much the how do we do the class recording. Once you have the class recording already recorded, it should be in your OneDrive. For mine, it looked like this. If you click on OneDrive and click on My Files, and you scroll down to Recordings. All the class recording that I did a lot of them, and they end up I didn't delete them. Many of them are automatically deleted by the Microsoft, so I didn't try to delete any old files, but they are being stored. These are the ones from last week. If you want to, you can share the recording with your students. You can click on here and go to OneDrive and then continue to OneDrive. And right there, you're gonna find recordings. So in this recording, you're gonna find, so if you're okay sharing some of the recording, you click on that file and then click on select. It will show up in here if you choose to share your recording with the class. Um, and most of the recording of this classes I has posted the recording in the Georgia View content folder and according to the date. So this recording is for this day and so on. So student can see what's going on that day. If they miss a few questions, they forget what did we do that week, or they just want to revise their notes, whatever they want to do. Having a class recording made it possible for student to go back and review. Um, but it's up to you. There's no so I'm not, there's no pressure, whichever way that fits you. As far as you teach any calculus material, it doesn't have to follow the way I'm doing things, but definitely try to um, I'm just trying to explain what was going on before this week, so you kind of have an update of what's going on um, if you would like to see some of the class meeting and how it goes. It's all there. It's available. Um, oh, another thing, I do value class attendance. For me, I'm using clickers, which is short for paper clickers. I can actually show you clickers. So what I did is show a question to the class, and student answer a multiple choice question. So let's see, historically in this class. That was the 28th. You see, um, if I do, so it looks like this in the classroom. I have a student's name over here, and right now it's showing how many students has attended class on that day. That was the 28th. Um, so it recorded class attendance, also recorded their answer in the system. Let me go back. Um, it has a report about how many students answered correct or wrong, and how many students are missing that day. So that's what I did. You can, if you're interested, you can try to figure out what's Playcard is doing. But it's something. If it's something brand new to you, you don't have to learn on this a new website from scratch. You're welcome to use anyway for class recording class attendance. You can call the class rule. The role of the class is in Georgia View. You can just go ahead, click on the course um, admin class list, and that way you can call everybody's name to know who's attending, who's not. Or you can have a piece of paper and have every student attending sign their signature on the rule or sign their name on the piece of paper, and then leave that paper with the date. That way we can see who's attending classes, who's not on each day. So please make sure the class attendance is being recorded, and also let the student know that we are recording class attendance so they won't be missing too many classes and missing the class progression. And so this is really my way of recording class attendance is so we're doing last question, and in the meantime we're able to write down how many students and whether they answer the question right or wrong. But any way to um, give student credit for attending classes is good. So I just want to make sure that students who are attending classes are getting credit for it. Um, Again, thank you again. If you are willing to help out for this class, I'm really sorry that I have caused a disruption in the class schedule. But I'm really thankful that you guys are all supporting at a really difficult time. Thank you.